Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Or hey there, Wastelanders! Welcome to the stream. Not like the head streams in Fallout, but it would probably start out like that. At Victorium, to all my brothers of the Brotherhood of Steel. And today I don't have much announcements, but we are except that didn't think I was gonna stream today. But I am because it's possibly maybe storming outside at some random point. I don't friggin' know the weather, how the weather works out here. I've been here for 10 years, and so far all the weather reports in recent years has been absolutely garbagely accurate. Or garbagely inaccurate. However you want to say it. Anyway, so because of that, I decided to stream today. And, as before, we're continuing this build. And I have to figure out my space here. And this I might not stream tomorrow because I am streaming today, because tomorrow I have to go down and grab my badge for Otakon, come back up and do some last minute prep. So this will make up for it. Not like I had this explicitly planned to begin with, but so what I want to do is today is going to be working on the ears. And they have some stuff going on, other stuff going on with themselves, that region. I don't think I did that good of a job to I did all that jump. I'll figure that out. Pull up the foam. And my pattern. I found the upper ear section. Probably should have had this ready. There we go. These ear overlays, but I'm looking at it. I might simplify the design. Where's the reference? Yeah, I'm gonna simplify the design because it wants me to do this thing where I do this to make the curve, but I'm not gonna do that. So instead, I'm gonna go like this. This piece is supposed to go aside. Okay, so this I'm just gonna extend out. About, oh, say, no, this. Millimeters. No. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend this 30 millimeters on each side. So this is 5 millimeters. Yeah, 5. Awkward blade to get you to try to. And it lasts a bit longer. Alright, so we have 55, right? So 55 plus 30 is 85. Oh, figure that up. Way big of a circle. Easy mistake to make. That's kind of too late. I already pulled this out. I was very close to the bottom. Good cut, good cut. And one more. Alright, I'm trying to go slow with this because it seems like all the other times we've been going fast, I kind of caused some imperfection. Like it kind of did with here, but that's not the worst. me drink it because it's really hot. But fine. So what I'm gonna do next is that I'm gonna cut the bevel edges in my angle cut. And then once these are cut at the bevel, I'm gonna paste them onto the foam and then cut around it. It's not the same. So I got a new arm in. Well, I bought like this whole like new boom arm kit that I have the camera and my microphone up on, and the only thing I really needed was this like extension bar or rod that just props this up a few more inches, and the kit came with everything except for the coupler between the extension rod and the boom arm itself. So I'm gonna be, I won't say it's a bit jank because it's what I've been using for a while, but it's gonna get better. Get that in. Right in here. There we go. Yeah, I know I need to work on my setup a bit. Lighting is definitely one of those things. Like it's more than enough for doing the work on my own, but trying to stream it and seeing like on the video and whatnot, I feel like it could be better. Wait a second, why am I doing a 10? Huh. I did a 10, these are gonna end up being smaller. Yeah, they'll be a tad smaller, whatever. Oh, I don't think this is big enough for me to try to do it like this. Well. What should we lose? We lost a lot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to cut another one of these out. What I'm going to try to do is it's done at a 60-degree angle. I'm going to do this at the next one at 45 and see how I like it. A new blade while I'm at it. Lot better angle, so gotta redo this one here. I don't know what's going on. It's like kind of just like really wants to like dislodge itself. Do I have? Yeah, you got like a selection of screws right here. Hopefully that'll keep that in place. Go over there. Go in the trash. These pins can go back into the pins. Here for now. And new piece cut out. Do my measurements. And welcome, viewer. Popped on. Let me get this out of the way. Just in case someone does that, I'll have a stupid Twitch. That's what get it out of the way. We should have shuffled. Alright, there we go. Nice and smooth. Two of these, they're still a bit lopsided a bit, but I don't think anyone's going to tell once it's actually on. But I think you're done here. So next step is I'm gonna paste these fellas on. Yeah, that's okay. Here and here like this. Ooh. That's the case of why I should probably be wearing gloves for this. Alright, to avoid that from the next one, I am gonna something. Hey. Oh, you get a nice shot of my head in that. Let's try to avoid that. Yeah, a nice shot of my head again, but alright, so this is what I'm going for. That's what it looks like in the references. It's obviously a bit rough, but I think grinding's probably in order. I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to put it on and then try to take care of after it's on. Because I think weather and whatnot's going to cover up any sort of imperfections I can't get to. More. Again, not perfectly, not entirely perfect, but I can work with it. I correct some of it here. What I probably should have done is I probably should have just cut out 2 more discs, put them on top of each other. But yeah, they still look better if I try to freehand it or do any other method. And screw it, Weatherin's gonna cover this up. So the next bit is going to... Where is it? Nope, that's an AP. There we go. So the next bit is going to put a circle on top of this. It should be aligned with to where the bevel edge ends, but we'll see what we can do. So this is over 6 mil, half, like 6.4 from what I'm getting, or like 6.3 or 6.4. This one's also a bit under 0.3. So I will make these flat 6 millimeter centimeters. Gotta keep this blade alive. Right there, right on the line. Oh, no. Oh, but all you saw was a mess. My room being a mess. Yeah, I'm still getting these when I try to go too deep down. I probably just need to change the blade, but it's like, I want to try to keep it going. So what I could do is, when I get this pasted on, and once it's on the helmet, is I could probably. No, I think for Matt's been doing a good job. Yeah, I'll do this on stream. Just try to even all this out. And like once I see like the circle itself is separated from the rest of the phone is when I've been stopping. one ear is just gonna have more. I don't know, excess ring around it than the other one. Screw it. That's a detail absolutely no one's gonna see in the final product. Actually, there was drama work I was gonna have to do today anyway, and that is in regards to making one detail for the right ear, one for the left. So this is where things are gonna have to. All right. In terms of design, is this one piece that the left ear is going to get? Well, more like two pieces. And then one piece the right ear is going to get. Actually, a bunch of pieces on the right ear. There's a whole, like, extra visor thing that comes down. Kind of like the Boba Fett rangefinder. Has like a scope, a couple of other things on it, like a wire. The thing is that I want that removable. So there's going to be a bit of engineering we're going to do today. Oh, these guys came out at exactly 6 millimeters. 6 centimeters. These markings will absolutely come in handy later. And getting some pen into my super glue that's still maybe drying. It really doesn't matter which ear is which here, so I'm just gonna say, sure, this is the right ear. This is left. Now the left ear has an interesting detail on it. I think that's when the smallest guy here comes into play. And it's not just going to go on here, but it's going to go on a off canter. That. 4 meters. Okay, so about 4 centimeters. Actually, before I do that, write that in. 4 cm. I gotta figure out how I want to do it. I'm gonna take a dowel. Now, dowel is all for this. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so I thought these were bigger in my head. Alright, we'll put those aside. So what I'm gonna do instead is I am... These are bigger than all of 4, right? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take some scrap. I'm gonna put this to its lowest setting. I need some other. I'm going to try to make the smallest one possible. Oh! Alright, now that I did, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice this at an angle. Something like that. I just gotta be really careful with this. There we go. Gonna go like this here. So I'm probably gonna have to make another, I don't know, like use one of these like 6-inch guys that still have laying around. Not 6-inch. 6mm guys. And have something like this. So I could probably just have made a circle this big and then try to do that, but I don't know, I think this is going to be better so I give myself a bit more room for the next piece to angle down into it. But what I mean is that the, like when the next piece comes and angles down like this, it's not going to interfere with this. So, that's the plan, that's the play. So back to this here, 4 centimeters. And this is also has like, it's some sort of a knob too, so I'm gonna have to make some design on the side, up top, in the center. You know what? No, the thing on the reference looks a lot bigger than 4mm. Or 4 centimeters. I'm gonna make it up to 5. Maybe make it a bit easier to work with. Oh, we got this piece. Now we gotta have to do more mods to this. And try something here. Because one of the things I have to do to it is I have to, there's a couple inner circles here. Oh, this got below 5. Like 4.8. The kind of garbage. I'm trying to find a middle point of the circle. Alright. And is a bit more precise than the white pen. Use for this. We're going to create another circle. Gonna mute. Gonna heat gun this. Alright, that's good enough. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to measure. I'm going to do little cuts to make the knurling on the side. And need it randomly here. Well, not randomly. Well, okay. Well, I probably should have done. I'd like to find this in here. Okay, but because I already have this pen and the blue pen on this, I'm going to switch to a black pen for this. Something I used to do a lot for fabric is that if I'm just made a measurement or I'm marking wrong, I'll just redo it just in a different color, like pencil or a pen. A different color chalk. Have to deal with trying to make middles here. Or I think that's going to be enough lines for the knurling. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out another ring, maybe like 5mm in. And cut in that at each of these segments. 5mm might be too deep though for this type of thing. Maybe 1/8. Yeah, I think 1/8 is a bit good. Again, sorry, that's off camera. Yeah, this one I need to change my setup. Got like a new, supposed to be a new tool. Like I'm really lunged over. You could probably tell the webcam speed. What knife is better for? Here's the bigger one because I have a bit more grip for this. Open this. I don't even know how this is. Now, the last thing I want to do is paste a bunch of like 2mm bath foam on the side and then put all those off. I suppose I could be like cutting it in this at like a 45-degree angle in both directions to actually make the actual top indented. Alright, gonna mute myself again. Alright, from the side, that is a definitely nice, notable set of indents there. Or null, whatever. So a lot of this is going to get erased, and probably should, because it's looking like a symbol I'm kind of not comfortable with. I'll ignore that. Alright, so the very last thing is that there's another very, very tiny circle that goes on top of this, or in the middle. What is this? I mean, this like about 2.5, so this should be like 1.5 about. Do I have my mill around here? No, I don't. I wonder if I could just... Yeah, that might actually just be a perfect size. Gotta mute real fast to make sure I heat treat this before I go and do this part. It wasn't quite as I expected it would be. Need a bit more precision. This is gonna need an exceptional cleanup. About center. There it is. Oh, that's way too much now. Holy shit. Barely any was coming out, and then like, oops, the rest of the bottles right out. This, on this three. Yes. Yes. Oh, and you know what? There might be some other detail I should probably do now before. Okay, so on the helmet itself, these are surrounded by. Oh, what was that? These are surrounded by rivets on the helmet, so I should mark on this side where those would go. At the same time, though, if I'm about to have to do a bunch of grinding, I may have to wait on that. So kind of the same thing I was doing before is I got to measure out. So that's 5 centimeters between them. 5 there. There. I'm gonna need like a top, so I'm just gonna be. That's it. Here we have. How many? 1, 2, 2, 3. I feel like I should do one more section each thing here. Here. there. Back here. I'm gonna end up putting too many rivets, but I'd rather have more rivets than less. Not sure I'm gonna would measure that out, and this is really just faster. Probably gonna have to remark these. That's fine, it's gonna help me with my next, or at least transfer these over to the other one so I don't have to redo this. Alright, that's done. I'm gonna put the guy in here. Turn off the nozzle a bit. So I'm gonna switch over to, actually before I do, something I gotta figure out for the next part here, but that's how this piece is gonna go right here. Yeah, that's off canted, that goes off to the side like that, and then in the reference It's more like it goes. This is part that kind of goes more up and down, and this just fits to the curve, natural curve of the helmet. So, there's this whole ass, like, arm that's on the side. And I might have to make one of these. Hopefully I don't. But if I do, I have all the measurements. Actually does look like that, huh? Ah, crap. Alright, well, that's something I gotta deal with later. But as I was saying before, there's this whole ass arm that goes over the eyes and whatnot, again, like much like Boba Fett's rangefinder. But I'm gonna want it like removable and adjustable. So what I was thinking about doing is gauging this hole, cut out the hole and use this as like a base to go into it, and then have like a couple magnets in different positions, so we could emulate the swinging motion, and also just so it could attach and get then, so it could be detachable if I need to. Engineering. So I'm gonna grab magnets and a drill bit first, just so I could get those actual measurements real fast. Alright, so I got some 10mm magnets. I think that should be enough. These are pretty strong. The first thing I want to do is that on there. Make a hole here. I'm thinking about these are gonna go. Hard to deal with. magnets. But maybe one at the 45 degrees and one at the 90-degree. Now we have, we're going to take this bit and ever slightly just go into this, enough so you can put the magnets in. As for this piece itself, I'm gonna cut it out with an X-Acto knife, and then I'm probably gonna have to round it off later with a another Dremel bit. This is gonna be a real pain. Ah, finally going through. Like, if I'm not explaining any of this well, of what I'm planning to do here, yeah, you'll see what I mean. Pop that right out. No, nope, I actually made it bigger. This tightened it out way too easily. So what I might have to do is I might have to like wrap the base of this in 2mm foam. Alright, that's fine. That could be worked with later. Well, you know what? I'm gonna just do with that piece. I'm gonna chuck it. Because you know why? That piece would is actually the most perfect measurement. Yeah, So what I'll do is instead of using that, which is a loose fit, I have something that's a perfect tight fit for this. I have to jumble it down so I could get the spinning action here, but that'll work a lot better. And then I could just put everything on top of this. So, okay. I think what I want to do next is recreate this piece. Have a second one. Not the back. The back's probably not going to be needed for this part. For this one, I'll put a L back. What I'll do this time is I will make a precision measurement. Now, how big did I try to make this in a circle? 2.5. I think that's about as small as this can get. You know, it could go smaller. It could go like smaller than 2.5. It's just not marked. So I'm gonna have to kind of guesstimate. Principal thing to do here is try to get this. Just score into it. Now we're going to do that again. We're going to make this a little under 5. Well, it was an attempt at 5. Alright, that should come out a lot cleaner, but before I do, what I should have done before I did was down and measure out all the little cuts. now I can extract it. Alright, and same thing as last time. This time we didn't nearly make a questionable symbol. Oh, I skipped one thing. One. Alright, time to light this guy up. Muted myself. Okay, cool. And last thing I need to do is put some 2 mil in the middle. Also now I realize that these things look like cogs. Which makes sense because it's kind of like what the symbol is. Cool. That's not my marker. Oh, they're somehow different. Came out a lot bigger than this. Like the inner circle. That's not some optical illusion either, so. Oh well. We will roll with it. So, I think for the rest of the stream, what I would like to do is I would like to find and smooth out the edges on the earpieces. Put the earpieces on. And then add the grommets, or eyelets, or whatever, the bolts and whatnot. Round them along with putting these fellas in. And then if I have time, I would like to go ahead and get all the rivets. There we go. All the fake rivets, the googly eyes. All down the center lines here. After that, I think that would be it for the night. Stand up a tad here. Actually, I am going to take a quick bathroom break. While I set up some other things too, so when I get back, we can get onto the grinding. BRB. Okay, and I am back. So, we arranged some things, got some things, so we're ready to continue to the next part of this. Got my spray with me. Try to finish off as much tea as possible. That'll be for later. I'll get that out of the way before I start grinding. Right. You can go here. I go further, I want to... There's a bit more of a guide here. Did I want to... Yeah, I'm going to do this. I don't want to go like, you know, deep. Oh, but you know what? This one has a type of hole in it. Let me... It would be real fast. Alright. So what's odd about these guys is that the smaller one has like a little... has an indent on it, but the much bigger one doesn't. And it's also way too big because my 12 millimeters are gonna not completely fit in there. So what I could try to do is I can try to make an indent with this and then try to clean it up with one of these tips. Any sort of inside. I think that's going to be the best course of action here. Okay. Hold that short. I hope this piece of tape doesn't like fly off. First time using it. First off, sorry about not muting myself. And second, see, it's like leaving these nubs in here. So maybe I could get inside with the knife and try to cut them out. And also, I think I already went way too deep. But yeah, if I have to like double stack them, that's not the worst thing. That just means there's more strength in it. Before I get onto the general grinding, I'm going to see if I can take care of this part here. Alright, that's only going to need a bit of cleanup with that one, so that ain't bad. Still wish the tip didn't have that, like, notch in it, that indent. Yeah, that's going to require a tad bit of cleanup, but not much. I should not have put in this nozzle. Not nozzle. Yep. I'm going to try the green one. I don't know if there's... Honestly, I don't even know if there's that much of a difference between them. Alright, mute in. Alright, so I think they have a bit more of an indent now. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably use both E6000 and super glue to keep the magnets in for this. But yeah, I did make these like 2 magnets deep, huh? Oh. Yeah, I did. That's fine. I got the sanding drum. Now time for the main event. Or at least the main event of this. Muting. You know, I bought like a nice shield for this, and I'm not even freaking using it. How many pre-roll ads are on? Run in. Huh. Alright. Blast this with. Rubber alcohol. There we go. IPA. So they're not the most perfect circle still, and admittedly that's pretty much a giant skill issue on my end. I do not have the fine motor skills, but it does look a lot better. They do look a lot better. Yeah, the one thing I really hate about my how my solar helmet came out is that there was like there's a part of it where I had to round off the edges, like there wasn't really part of like the tutorial or like the pattern, and I just felt like I did like this shit tier job on it. Right. We have this guy off. Alright, that means we can move on to the next portion, and that's getting these fellows on. Alright. Remove the tubes. They're just going to get in the way. And about... Again, this is not something that's marked on the patterns either. It's something I have to figure out on my own. But from what I'm getting is that this is about center with the eyes here. Maybe a bit lower. I'm going to put them directly on the seam line here. This is actually just at about 4.5 centimeters. Do the same there. Awkward helmet is awkward. And what might be an issue is trying to get this like perfectly aligned with the or rather like have it actually grip the curve of the helmet. And to the credit of the guy who modeled this, that makes sense. Why he had this as like a, had me try to make a cone instead of doing what I'm doing. And now remember earlier when I said I was going to have to redo this? Well, here it is. I could have done a better grinding job on this one, but that's fine. Question remains is how I'm going to want to do this. Put these on. Contact cement's the best. Would be the choice because I have to bend this. Might be too late for that now. What I failed to do for this one is have the little compass points to the side. Alright, what I'm going to do is that since how this curve is, I'm going to glue like 1/2, glue that down, round to that completely dries, give it a good few minutes, and turn back to the other side, and then get some super glue in there, and then try to roll it over. I guess if there's any other gaps left, that's something to take care of with Ava foam clay and such. And nice run of super glue there. Feels like it could definitely bend and align with the curve. I have to hold this down a bit more. Alright, this is gonna have to be a pretty strong bond, so there's still some gap left over. I'm gonna try to get in there with the glue and the applicator. Really press it down. I think that's gonna hold, so we can move on to the right side. And same exact plan. Really tried to press it up forward this time. Press the back down. Is the front gonna start separating? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good coverage I have here. I'm gonna grab my bigger CA applicators. I have to really hold this down. that go on easily? Yeah, I'm not seeing any weirdness going on. Good. Alright, moving on to the other side. Same plan, just gotta figure out how I want it. Got the helmet kept wanting to try this. Yeah, I know, there's also, I realize I'm blowing through a lot of super glue doing it like this. Okay, hold this down for a few. By the way this is shaping up, I'm imagining 2 more streams of this, just for the detailing. There's a lot of straggling details I'm going to need to get to. Like the rivets in the inverted mohawk here. Wire and a couple of wires that go from the front to the back, and maybe a few other smaller details too. And then I think the last stream after that would be doing the whole honkin' setup here. So I'm gonna go grab my E6000 unless I have it up here. I don't. Yes. Webcam. I may have to do this in 2 applications because I'm afraid if I put 2 stacks of magnets this close to each other, they're gonna want to jump out at each other. Let's get some 1,000 in there. And then we get some super glue on the side here. Shit. Probably most definitely should have used glove. I think I think it's already taken hold, so I'm gonna do the same thing here. Bit of E6000. Glue on the sides here. As long as that holds, that should be fine. And the magnets shouldn't be jumping out at each other. So that leaves the very last thing I wanted to do for the day, and that is get the rivets around this guy, around the ears. How far should they go out? I'm gonna say like a full, like, centimeter. Other side. Considering the time, I don't think I'm going to get to the rivets on the inverted mohawk. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good measurement. For the rivets, I'm going to have to make a whole lot of these, and by make I mean just rip off the back ends. Actually, before I go ahead, let me get this guy on. I have to really zoom out to just try to get this in perspective here. So, the helmet curves up, and that goes up and down straight. I feel like maybe the earpiece could have been up further, but we're just going to have to live with this. Too late now. Alright, so how many of these grommets are we going to need? Or googly eyes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16! 32. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is the monotonous part that if this was like a group project that no one would want to do. And this is what's going to cause the stream going over 3 hours today. Oops. What time is it anyway? 9:14. I don't know what it would take, but they really should someone should be making googly eyes that don't have any back ends or anything, or any piece of paper that I gotta pull off. Like, if you're not gonna give them good adhesive, just allow me to freaking... Just give me the opportunity to paste directly on it without having to go through a bunch of these steps. Ah, biblically accurate Brotherhood of Steel helmet. No, you stay there. Ah. Running out of glue on this one. Probably has twice as many rivets this needs, but screw it. Alright, 16 more for this side. Two, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I also realized I should have probably put on that like ear device thing on the left side on last. That might make gluing these on the right side a bit difficult. Yeah, this part freaking sucks. Probably have like... Yep, I didn't want them to go face down because they might get stuck to the mat. That should be good. Nope, you get back up. You get back face down. Only one eye rivet. Googly eye. In face down defense position. Or is it face down attack position? And I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And not the most perfectly aligned set of eyes I've done. But I also can't imagine trying to do exact measurements for each of these. Oh, wrong side, wrong side. Alright, there we go. All 32 of them. Front and back. So, for the outro, I'm going to get these tubes back in. And we did make a lot of progress today. So I have no complaints with how this stream went. So here it is thus far. Whole thing was 3 hours of ear detail, so not much other than the ears have changed. But this whole thing is still looking pretty good regardless. It's shaping up, it's looking good. I'm happy, I hope you guys are happy. I thank you guys for sticking around. This whole project is going way past than what I expected. Alright, so back up a bit here. But yeah, helmet is looking good. And even though I'm not going to be using this for a cosplay, specifically, it's going to be, of course, like a prop or to hang up on the wall or something, or to display at work. But yeah, this is looking good. Only maybe a few more streams, as I said before, maybe only a few more streams of all the details, like the big visor, the flashlight, the extra tubes. I gotta figure out what the bigger one goes to. But yeah, alright, Wastelanders, appreciate everyone for coming by, stopping by, checking this out. Sub, following, every little tiny bit helps a lot, so I greatly appreciate it. And I will next time will be probably Monday, depending on how I feel after obliterating my body because of Otakon. So we'll see. If not Monday, then maybe like Tuesday or something. But yeah, I'll be gone from here on out until then. So hope you guys have all you Wastelanders out there. You guys have a great night. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Ad Victoriam.